Hello and welcome to That After Show, the sixth act of That Metal Show. John, do you have any questions for Mr. Geddy Lee?
Where do I begin?
Wherever you want.
All right, I have a serious question.
Okay.
It's a songwriting / lyric question.
Okay.
So you're the vocalist, you write the music,
Yep.
Neil writes the words.
Right.
So how does that work? Does he come in with something that's sort of loose, and then you as a vocalist and songwriter turn them into a more lyrical verse? Or does he sing and kind of demo them and say, hey, Ged, here's the line?
No, Neil can't sing at all.
Okay. All right.
Well,
Don't you
and
wish
he'll
he
admit
could,
it.
though? So
And
you
he'll
take a blow for a couple songs, you know what I mean? Let him sing a few?
Well, that would be nice, but you don't want to hear him singing. No, the way it works, and it's not always the same way, but this is the way it's developed over the years. In the early days, he used to write a song, a lyric, and he would, over to you. And Alex and I would try to jam whatever music we felt suited that lyric.
Oh, wow.
Now, after a time, after a few records doing it that way, we slowly started to change things. He would give us certain lyrics, sometimes a finished song, sometimes not, and he was trying to be more accommodating to me as a vocalist. So we had this understanding that I could use what I felt worked well in the context of whatever Alex and I were writing, and if not, come back to him and let's talk about it.
Okay.
So what's developed is a really interesting partnership, where now he'll give me sometimes an unfinished lyric, sometimes a finished lyric, and if there's only 2 lines in that song that I can really respond to and feel like I can sing properly, write a good melody, I'll go back to him and say, I think these work great. I like the sentiment of these lyrics, but they just don't work. He'll take those and he'll restructure and rewrite the song around the way the music is starting to form. So there's a lot of back and forth, a lot of respect for what my job is as a singer, and also what Alex and I have to do as songwriters.
Right.
And he's really such a great partner to work with because he has no ego attached to these ideas. He's just happy to have written them, and if we use them, great. If we don't use them, okay, that's the way it is. If he feels really, really strongly about a particular lyric and we haven't used it, he'll come back with it and say, okay, what do I need to do to make this work for this song? And we do the same thing musically. You know, once we've put a song together with his lyrics, if something's uncomfortable for him, it's like, let us know. Let's work it out.
Right.
So it's a great collaboration. It's a really equitable partnership.
That sounds really cool. Thank you so much for that answer.
I actually got a question for John.
Yeah.
You know, being a phenomenal guitar player yourself, which is the Rush album that's for guitar geeks? Like, as a guitar player, what's the one you go to and you're like, it blows your mind out?
You know what? The first one still blows my mind. Like, the way it was so jamming. You guys,
really?
Just the way that Al played with, like, that reckless, raw rock and roll spirit. You know, to me, it was the first time I heard...
You mean like this?
Well, that's not... I already won. You know, that attitude, you know, it was kind of like a Page thing, but he took it, you know, in a more progressive way, a more melodic way. And I just love the attitude as a guitar player. I mean, since then, he's done, like, a lot of amazing things with, you know, his playing, songwriting, textures, everything.
I think he's one of the most underrated guitarists.
Yeah, agreed. Without a
One
doubt.
of my all-time favorites. I have so much respect for Alex.
Oh, thanks. That's really great to hear because I love the guy's playing, and he's so inventive in terms of melodic structure and arpeggiation.
Yeah.
Like, nobody arpeggiates like him.
Yeah.
And it's really underappreciated.
That's
because
true.
Yeah,
so much of
absolutely.
it sits behind the thrust of the song.
I think Power Windows had a lot of that, you know, for me. You know, it's really cool because a couple of things going on as a trio. The way that he makes the guitar fill out so much space is amazing, and all the techniques that he uses with the open strings, ringing common tones, and the chorus and things that he uses. I've taken that to where I have to be careful. Where sometimes I'm like, Uh-oh.
Well,
We're talking to
Borrowed that too
Pregios.
much.
We're talking commentators.
Rock
This is
music
the after
deep.
show,
Yeah,
man.
this is geek deep.
This is full
Yeah.
deep.
Oh, dude, you have
Deep.
totally your own sound. That's you 100%. It's amazing playing.
Thanks.
And what
What's
about
the-
that drummer you got? He's pretty good too, right?
He's okay, yeah.
He's all right.
How many times after a show in 40 years has Neil come off his drum throne, came backstage and went, I was really off tonight, wasn't I?
I don't know. He leaves right after the show.
Oh, yeah.
He's on his motorcycle. He's out before the house light. He
He's
pulls
already
an
gone.
Elvis,
He's already
right?
gone.
He pulls
No,
an Elvis.
he's very often, and the great thing about doing 2 sets is the way we look at it is we have 2 stabs at it. So
Yeah.
if the first set you come out and you're cold and things are going wrong, you come in the dressing room and you're just pissed off, and it's like, okay, shake it off.
Yeah.
You can redeem yourself in the second half.
Yeah,
You know?
that's true.
And that's
I just
really
can't imagine
nice
he
thing.
ever gets off stage and says, I was off tonight.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah, he says it quite often. Wow.
it's amazing.
Amazing.
Getty, the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame,
What?
Alex's
Who?
Acceptance speech. Did you have any idea he was going to do that? It was hilarious.
No idea.
Just
at
goofing
all.
on him?
No idea
Just
at all.
goofing on the whole hall with his blah, blah, blah speech. Is that what his intent was?
Apparently. I wasn't privy to the reasons behind it.
Now, why didn't he tell you? Did he? Because you
don't
guys
know.
would have talked him out of it. Said,
I
"Don't
know
do
he
that."
had a whole other speech prepared, you know, and you have to submit your speech to the teleprompter, you know,
Yeah.
so you don't fuck it up. And he had submitted a speech, and then he starts blah blahing. And Neil and I are looking at each other, and you know, when you're standing on stage, 30 seconds feels like 30
Oh,
minutes,
man.
right?
Totally.
So it's going on, and I'm saying to Neil, okay, I'll hit him over the head with the Hall of Fame thing, you drag him off.
If you watch it, that's the best part of it. Is if you watch behind, if you watch you and Neil behind him, both like mouthing out of the corner of your mouth to each other, like what the hell's going on here? You know? If you just ISO that, it's hysterical because
brilliant.
you had no idea what was coming.
We had no idea, and then we walk off stage and was like, what did he just do? And then Chuck D comes up and he goes, man, that was performance art. It's like,
That's great.
okay, yeah, it was performance art. It was
We are brilliant.
great, Al, nice job.
That's so funny.
It was really funny.
Good stuff. Are we still going?
Yeah, thanks so much. It's the after show.
Thanks so much. It's the after
All
show.
right, thanks so much. We'll talk to Pregios and Common Tones, and
Almost.
where else can we go from that? And blah, blah, blah.
And
That's
everybody go see Rush on
course.
tour, of course.
2015.
Coming up.
Big
40th
tour.
anniversary.
Always a great show. Shenanigans, hijinks, great
Rotisseries,
music.
laundry.
Whatever. Clockwork Oranges flying everywhere. That's it for that metal after show.
Are we still going?
Thanks so much. It's the after show.